This is Woodman here. I wanted to talk to you about dark practitioners who engage in soul ties. Often, these dark practitioners are shapeshifters and they undergo rigorous training to master the art of forming soul ties and manipulating energy. These practitioners may be referred to as warlocks or dark witches. They utilize ancient rituals, incantations, and meditative practices to enhance their abilities. So, let's talk about the soul ties. In the formation of soul ties, the soul ties themselves are spiritual connections that bind individuals together, often formed through deep emotional, physical, or spiritual interactions. Dark practitioners learn to create these ties intentionally, though, not with an actual sincerity in their heart in the relationship, but to achieve an objective. So, first they start with rituals and spells. They perform these specific rituals that involve chanting, the use of personal items from the target, and invoking dark entities to bind their soul to another's. Um, they will then use manipulative relationships and sex magic to really form the ties. So they're going to establish these deep, often toxic relationships with their targets, ensuring an emotional bond strong enough to facilitate a soul tie. Additionally, they're going to use sex magic to create powerful connections that weaken the target's root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras. Let's talk about the energy manipulation part. Through meditation and energy work, they focus their intent on creating a psychic link between their soul and the target's soul. And it's important to really form this link. It may start with love bombing, but eventually to gaslighting and arguments and high emotions, right? So this is how they start siphoning energy. Once the soul tie is established, the dark practitioners can siphon the energy away from their targets, particularly earth angels, who are beings of light and high vibrational energy. So this process would involve probably some astral projection, right? The dark practitioners are going to project their consciousness into the astral plane to locate and connect with the target's energy field. Then they will engage in energy drainage. They use their psychic abilities to draw out the target's life force, their luck, their fortune, their destiny, and their blessings. This can be done remotely. It could be done through physical contact as well, but if you're not even remotely interested in the person, they're probably going to want to do it more remotely. Then you have ritualistic items. Items such as crystals, talismans, or enchanted objects can be used to store and transfer the siphoned energy. Um, Now, there's a part where you start to sacrifice the target. The target, once sufficiently weakened, is essentially sacrificed, which results in significant consequences for the target. First, the target may undergo sickness. The target experiences unexplained physical ailments and a progressive decline in health. Then there's bad luck. A series of unfortunate events and failures plague the target's life. Then there's fear and paranoia. The target lives in a constant state of anxiety and fear. And then possibly death can occur, right? These are extreme cases, but in the extreme cases, the target's life may be cut short due to the intense energy drain and the spiritual attack. Now, what else can they do with this energy besides store them in objects? Well, they can also transfer them to copycat warlocks. The stolen energy is often transferred to another practitioner known as a copycat warlock who uses it to mimic and abuse the powers of the Earth Angel. This transfer can be achieved through energy transference rituals. These rituals are designed to move energy from one being to another, often involving complex spells and potentially material components, enchanted objects. The physical proximity, the dark practitioner and the copycat warlock may perform a joint ritual where the energy is passed through physical touch or proximity between the two practitioners. There may also, like I said, be the use of enchanted artifacts. Artifacts charged with the stolen energy are given to the copycat warlock allowing them to access and wield the Earth Angel's powers. Sorry. Defending against these dark practitioners, because now that you realize, well, maybe I'm a target, and maybe this is what's going on with me, well, this is probably what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to do a lot of spiritual cleansing. Regular cleansing rituals include sage, salt baths, protective crystals, so as to remove the negative energy. Protective shields. You want to create energy shields through meditation and visualization to block the psychic attacks, breaking the soul ties. You would use specific prayers, rituals, or spells to sever unhealthy soul ties and reclaim your personal energy. Faith and prayer. You're going to need to have strong faith and your prayers to call upon the Most High God, divine protection, to guard against these dark forces. Because ultimately, if you cannot break yourself out of this soul tie, your life will get progressively worse until something really terrible happens. By understanding these dark practices and taking proactive steps, individuals can safeguard their energy and prevent their blessings from being stolen. So if you have ever become a target, you're going to need to do, like I said, a lot of cleansing, whether that be through the use of sage, whether that be use of palo santo, whether that be through the use of certain, maybe, I don't know, Florida water, uh, anything that you can, frankincense and myrrh possibly, anything that you can use to help clear the energy in your home. You don't want to let these people in your home. You don't want their presence to travel to your home. You want to revoke all permission. Think of it as like a vampire. You don't want to invite a vampire in, and you want to keep them out. And so you really have to kind of work on yourself and do a lot of healing as well, because the point is that they're trying to put you in a state of high emotions and anxiety, and not necessarily good emotions. I mean, in the beginning, it may start off as a very loving energy, right? Because that's the game, right? The game is they have to fool you into thinking that you maybe had some sort of genuine connection with them, but then you'll eventually realize that you didn't. This is why I mentioned the word shapeshifter, because the shapeshifter is capable of telling you what you want to hear. They're very good with their words. They're very good with their actions. They're going to do things that are going to make you feel like love is there, make you feel like attachment is there, make you feel like, joy and pleasure are there. But the exact opposite would be true. And in fact, they're hiding a lot of secrets that they do not want to tell you about how they receive their training, where they receive their training, that they do this for, a living, whatever the case may be. Because that's the reality of it. And as I said in previous videos, your refusal to believe in anything they do is not necessarily a protection against the things that they do. They're going to do it regardless. And they do have some degree of power because they're manipulating actual things which even science can kind of explain, right? Even though a lot of people may say, "Oh, those stuff about magic." Well, energy is real. Frequencies are real. Vibrations are real. People have the capability to manipulate electromagnetic fields in the brain. People have the ability to receive information from different sources all around the planet. Quantum entanglement is real. So, you want to be mindful of this, that you're going to need to work really hard if you want to get out of these soul ties, because these soul ties will have you in your head. They'll be making you think that, oh, wait, what happened? Why am I having trouble with my soulmate? No, this person is not your soulmate. That's the exact opposite of what's going on here. But they may show up as some sort of soulmate. They may show up as some sort of twin flame. They may show up as some sort of divine counterpart. But in actuality, they're false. They're false flames, false counterparts, and they're not really soulmates at all. They're just individuals who have learned to form a soul tie because they're trained. Just like how a spy would be trained, just how a secret agent would be trained, just how an assassin would be trained. They're very good. They have a particular set of skills, as Liam Neeson once put it in the Taken movie. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this message. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you. If you're new here, you are welcome. This is a safe space. If you're returning, welcome back. And your support helps this channel. Thank you, Woodman out. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Take care.